just I took Omar for a half-hour walk from 7:25 to 7:55, and then I got industrious, and I spent literally 2.5 non-stop hours cleaning up this yard, cleaning up wet leaves. Now you might say, why weren't the leaves raked up in the fall? Yeah, that's normally what happens, isn't it? Normally people rake up leaves in the fall, so you're not dealing with wet leaves, you know, after the winter and in the spring, but it doesn't matter. What matters is, the reason I'm telling you this is to make a point. I just spent 2.5 hours non-stop. So people like Marion or anybody who thinks, oh, she doesn't like to work, she's just lazy. No. I don't want to work with other people. I spent 2.5 hours doing manual labor. I had my music blasted in my ears, an MP3 player, and I was in the zone, and I did it for 2.5 hours non-stop. Okay? Because I wanted it done, and he works a shitload of hours, and I did it. You know, I'm not working. He works. I just spent, and I'm glad I did it, and I was happy with my work afterwards. And the reason, that's why I'm saying this, you know, it's not that I don't want to work. I don't want to work with other people, okay? Now, even, you have to understand leaves and stuff. I was reading about breeds. They're breeding grounds for bugs, for ticks, for fleas. And like I said to Omar yesterday, and that rhymes. Look at all those fucking leaves that are a breeding ground for ticks and fleas, you know? Like, don't have to take a shower. Okay, so I don't mind working, but you have to understand, even I've worked so many jobs in my life, everything from fast food places to more prestigious, like computer-related jobs. Even though they were through temp agencies, they were still not easy jobs, okay? I had to go through 3 weeks of training for one of them, and it was difficult. A lot of people don't pass, and they don't get the job, okay? But I did, because I'm smart, okay? I worked at fast food places. You just have to understand, even in the fucking fast food places, managers and co-workers, certain ones, supervisors, managers, co-workers gave me a hard time, okay? And they weren't giving me a hard time because I did anything wrong. I bust my ass at any kind of job. I'm like that, okay? One of those fucking temp jobs, the little bitch, manager, supervisor, whoever she was, actually blatantly lied about me to my temp, the person that, you know, the temp hiring guy, whoever you call him, right? And got me fired. Now, well, you must have done something wrong. No, I didn't. She's a fucking cunt, okay? I was 15 years younger, thinner than I am now. I wonder if she was jealous of me, okay? I didn't do anything wrong. She blatantly lied about me. She didn't like me. And they had to listen to her because I'm just a temp worker, you know, I'm just a low, you know. But it was a guy, I mean, I'm like, you know me. I've worked at tons of jobs through you. Laura, there's nothing that I can do if the client says that you refuse to go on the, yeah, I'm going to be hired for something and refuse to do what I need to do. I mean, come on. She blatantly lied about me. She didn't like me, okay? So, yeah, I can work. I just can't work with other fucking people. I feel like I'm being bit even though I'm not, because I was with leaves and whatnot. I need to get in the fucking shower ASAP. So I just want to let you know that. And of course, not of course, but so I listen to my music the entire time. I listen to the radio, or I do my MP3s, and I was in the zone 2.5 hours. And when I was done, I felt good because it looked a hell of a lot better. And of course he's going to say, you know, when he wasn't around, but when he saw that I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this, and at that point I'd been doing it for like an hour and a half. I wound up doing it for another hour, I think, something like that, I believe. But anyway, he's like, yeah, I was gonna do that, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, well, I'm tired. I told him, like, I'm tired of looking at him. Like, you work a shitload of hours. You work a shitload of hours. I told him. I told him the truth. I'm like, I was tired of looking at it, you know. And you work a shitload of hours. Sure, you could say you're going to do it, but it would be another whole week before, you know. And he spends all his free time with his girlfriend. And that's, we're talking on the phone with her, actually with her. That's fine and good, but, you know, I wanted the fucking yard clean, so I cleaned it myself. I'm not going to tell him what to do. I'm going to do it myself. Bottom line, he does enough for me, as we've already established. Ugh. I just don't know if there's bugs in my hair. I don't think there's bugs, but it's definitely dirt. But I need to take a shower anyway, so it'll work out good. I'll wash my hair. So yeah, and then what do you think happened? Believe it or not, I'm shocked, but Nickelback's Rockstar came on the radio, and I actually sang along to it, like I used to do. And then How You Remind Me came on. They were having a Nickelback thing or something on this particular station, and I sang to that too, so that's impressive for me, you know. You have to understand, my thing against that is, Nickelback is not that oh, he didn't love, no, that part of my existence is proof that I cannot escape ever, of proof of how easily I can slip into the madness that I've watched my mother repeatedly, you know, periodically throughout the last 35 years, give or take, you know, slip into that kind of madness. You know, that's my, you know, it's not, oh, it's not that he didn't love me like I thought that he did, and that it was all my delusion. It's that it's proof of how easily I can go mad. That's why it upsets me. Because, God, you could be with anybody. There's nobody immune, whether you're a star or just a whatever, there's nobody immune to, you know, people break up, people get cheated on, people, everything, you know. And then look at the women Chad was with before he married Avril, which, that was shock of the century. I mean, he spent this nearly 7 with Marianne, and then a year, more than a year, I think, with Kristen, you know, so, you know what I mean? Gross. And I don't like dirt and leaves and whatnot, but they're breeding up. I hate bugs more. Okay, I cleaned it up 2.5 hours, and it's not completely done, but I mean, good fucking chunk of it's done. Rake broke. I was too exuberant in my raking. When he saw what I'd already been doing, he's like, oh, we need a new rake, huh? I'm like, yeah, you can take one, I'll buy it. He's like, no, I'll pick one up. Okay, whatever. How about garbage bags? You know, any more green garbage bags? I don't want to use our regular trash bags. He's like, I'll pick those up too. We get the rake. Good deal, because I just spent 2.5 hours doing what you would have, at one point I would hope, done, but who knows when he would have, you know. I would rather just not be getting angrier and angrier as each week goes by, and the weekends he spends with his girlfriend, instead of doing that, you know. So I did it myself. And I'm glad I did it, and I feel good about it. I watched Better Living Through Chemistry last night by myself. That was an interesting movie. I rented it Friday night. However, Friday night I got a little tipsy, and by the time I started watching the movie, I couldn't watch it all, and I had to go to bed. So I have to return it today, but 2 days, red box, big book, Purdue, you know, $2.40 plus tax. Yeah. No biggie. Chances are there's nothing biting me, but you never know. It's not like I was under trees or anything, but I need to take a shower. Mama needs to take a shower. Oh, I'm fasting today. I'm fasting. I just did a lot of work. I'm fasting. I could just go back to bed. I'm not gonna go take a shower. I'm not gonna dry my hair though. I'm gonna take a shower because I feel gross. I'm not gonna go back to bed without first taking a shower. Definitely gonna call my mom today. I feel gross, but I feel good, you know, good. Yeah, I've been, not that lots of people, I mean, lots of people get fucked over by, I mean, when people haven't done anything wrong. A good friend, happened to him, fucked over and he'd done nothing wrong. Why was he fucked over? Because a supervisor or a manager didn't like him. You know, if someone doesn't like you. God, when I worked at Friendly's, oh, that manager of Friendly's, she hated me. And she hated me even more. When I started dropping weight and getting in shape and going to the gym all the time and losing weight and getting toned right in front of her eyes. So, so I'm not lazy. I just don't want to deal with other people. That's all. Don't want to deal with other people. Can't deal with other people. And I was so on edge and whatnot. I told you, I went to the welfare office. They don't just let you not work. They ask you questions. And if you answer even 1 out of 5 in the affirmative, they don't have you work. I answered 4 out of 5, okay? In the affirmative, those 5 questions. So they had me see a welfare shrink, whatever, and they determined, yeah, she's not in any condition to work, you know. Because, unfortunately, it involves working with other people, and especially, I mean, after everything I'd gone through in 2009, living on the streets, and Donald, what he'd done to me, and blah, 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 et cetera, broken record, Laura, yeah. Because I'm trying to tell you how Marion just acts like, oh, she doesn't want to work. Marion doesn't know shit about me, okay? She doesn't know shit about me. Anyway. You guys can see my anger issues, and you can see why welfare shrink determined. That's all that happens is they have you see a shrink, a welfare shrink, I call them. when you answer even one question out of 5 that they ask you when you apply for welfare, because otherwise you have to go to work programs, work study. And I saw a shrink, and numerous times the shrink was like, yeah, she can't work. She can't barely even, you know. I got angry in the welfare office where I started getting agitated. I wasn't mad at the shrink, I was just mad in general, and they had to call somebody over because they're like, you know, there's other people around here working. You can't get so loud, Laura. They thought I was going to, like, they called, like, security over. So, and I was just telling my story and getting agitated, you know, just as you guys have seen me do. So anyway, I need to take a shower. Let's see, I just took my Pro Sunbiotics. Pretty gross. That's what happens when you wake up dirty leaves, you know. They're wet from all the snow and everything. I know they were like bugs, and I didn't pick them up with my hands, but, you know, it's all dust flying up and whatever. I need to take a shower. Came in and got water, and I went to the bathroom. Yeah, you have the right idea, Omaloo. We only slept 2 to 7. Mama's not going to go back to bed though until she has a shower, because that would just be too gross. I'm not going to do it. I don't feel like there's anything fighting me or in me, but, you know, like on me. But it doesn't matter. It feels like it. I know it's the principle of the thing. You don't go back to bed when you've been raking up leaves and dirt and wet and all this crap and for 2.5 hours nonstop. Even if you want to go back to bed, do it. Take a shower. I'm just going to take a shower. I created a video when I was tipsy Friday night, and then I realized the goddamn box in the back. That's really being paranoid, because I don't think anyone, you know, but I told you, you never know. In this world, anything can happen. I could have an enemy, or I could have a brand new enemy find me and get a telescope or something and see my address in the box on the way back. But that's really being paranoid, but I don't care. So what I'm going to do is I decided I deleted the video, but I have it on my hard drive, and I'm going to actually maybe put shorts on, I don't know, get dull, you know, look sexy, whatever, and then play that video while I just stand there and do nothing. I took the time to create the video, and it's me talking about what I'd done that day, like carrying home the 2 gallons of water. Even though I got a little tipsy, I wound up walking 6 miles ahead of time. So at least I got in a 6-mile walk, and the reason it's a 6-mile walk because I walked half hour to get the movie. First I walked I walked a mile to get the water. I carried home the 2 gallons of water, and mile back, that's 2 miles. Then I walked opposite direction to get the movie and to get booze, and it was another 2 miles approximately. And he's tiny, he knows and then, at least in the one direction he told me it's definitely a mile, the other one seems like it's about the same. And then I walked because I didn't like what the liquor store had. It didn't have those FOURs that I wanted. I wanted 12% alcohol in one of those can things. So I then went to a different liquor store and to a regular store. So that was another 2 miles. So, and part of this I also did while drinking my leftovers, 6 ounces of vodka, and not while drinking, I drank it at home, but I had the 6 ounces of vodka and the 4 ounces of Kahlua from the week before. So I was actually walking while a little bit tipsy, but that's nothing new for me. I don't know what's going on with this one eye. I slept in my contacts. Night I drank, but if there was something wrong with my eye, wouldn't it be red? It's not red at all, and yet it itches. But I believe if you had anything bad going on with your eye, like a sty or this or that, you'd see it or you'd feel it, or your eye would be all red and swollen. I don't know what's wrong with my fucking eye. I always have trouble with the left fucking eye anyway. So I was proud of myself. I actually sang out loud to 2 Nickelback songs. Normally I wouldn't do it. Normally I would just immediately shut the radio off or change the station. But I did it. How You Remind Me, first Rockstar, and then How You Remind Me. 2 songs that, oh my God, I used to love those songs. Used to love those songs. And yes, I played my music the entire time, and I bounced around, and I sang. I mean, not loud, but I mean, the neighbors may have seen me. I don't fucking care. Why should I care? I'm doing something good. I'm cleaning up the fucking yard, and not, not being, I'm having a good time doing it. I can have a good time doing anything when I have music.